Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading, going from the 14th to the 20th of August, leading right up to your, pretty much up to your birthday season. This is almost like the last little things to put into place within you before you start that whole new cycle, which is your birthday season coming up. So I hope you have a lovely reading. Thank you very much for your support here. Yeah, overall energy here is Eight of Swords. I feel there's a certain frustration that goes along with this. It's almost as if, like, have you ever been to those water parks with the water slides and stuff like that? And there's a big long water slide that goes all around the show, as it were. And you know, you're sitting at the top and you're waiting for your time, and you're just kind of going, you know, and there's a lifeguard that's sort of saying, wait, hang on a second. And you kind of thinking, well, there's loads of space, I can go now, it'd be fine. You know, that's the sort of frustration, but it's also a precursor of setting yourself free. And I think this is the last week here, and I would really pay attention because everybody's had a work week. I'll be honest with you, it's been nitty gritty stuff, putting in the foundations for what you wish to manifest going forward. So, you know, yeah, manifesting of what's going on forward. Let's just see what's going on in your relationship side. You have the Page of Pentacles there, opening up a new path for you. This is what your karmic mission is, and it's on a very physical level. So it's connecting with relationships that are around you in a very sort of physical sense. Being actively part of things, and that might be a case of doing activities, being part of a group, being part of a choir, a cooking group, or whatever. You know, connecting with the people or the relationships that are around you. Okay, I just need to check something. Hang on. There you go. Sorry, I just had to change the colour because the sun is behind me, and I think this is probably not a good idea to film in this way. I think you can see me okay, but so yeah, it's a beautiful sunset. Just behind me there actually is a cathedral in the foothills of the mountains here in the Pyrenees and the French side, and just behind the camera, just there, is a little chapel, and I'm sat on a energy line that goes between the two. It's absolutely lovely energy, very calming energy, but it's helping us to get a really good look at the detailed work that we need to be doing this week. And I think it's pretty important. So yeah, you're opening up this new pathway which is connected to the physical sort of relationship side of life with other people around you, with people that you know you get on well with, that you feel comfortable with, everything like that. Let's just see how the universe is sort of like affecting that. And the whole brand new cycle. So this is you getting unstuck this week. I think more than anything else, I think this card here is, yes, I think there might have been frustrations in the past, the things that weren't really working in your favour and they weren't working quickly enough for you. You're now opening up this pathway in regards to your relationships, and the universe here is asking you to take a leap of faith of just jumping in there. Jumping in and enjoying it, jumping in and enjoying sort of connecting with people in a very sort of physical way that is around you. Take a leap of faith. If you see like an advert for, say, like I don't know, you know, a cooking club, then, and you kind of think to yourself, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. Don't just say, I wouldn't mind. Get in there. Get involved. That's what I mean. Take a bit of leap of faith in it all. Let's just see what the connection from the past to the future is. You've got the King of Swords. There's a direction that you want to take that is built out of judgment, built out of justification, basically. This is what I should be doing sort of scenario. And this is where you I think over the past sort of 2 or 3 months, I think there's a lot of clarity coming into your life. You're seeing how things sit, what is the good and what is the bad in life, what you want going future and your forward self. And I think you've got a very good, clear vision of that now, and you're heading towards it in a beautiful way. And you should be, looking at it as a whole new chapter in your life. That's what you should be really looking at. Because it is. Look at that. You get the Wheel of Fortune. I'll just block out the sun for you. The Wheel of Fortune. This is coming into your cycle. This is your future self. This is how you're encouraging yourself into the future. And I would be opening up that future cycle. That page of Pentacles that is coming into your life, which is really important. Opening up a new pathway, a new adventure in love, basically, but in a very physical sense. And I'm not really talking about that sort of sense, although it could well be as well, but in a physical sense of, doing things and just being very active, basically. I'll block out the sun with the sun. Can you see it? Yeah, so this is what the outcome of the week is. I think the outcome of the week is that you move into your birthday period in a very beautiful, buoyant way, because I think it becomes very clear for you going forward, and a whole new leap of faith. You're going to get this sensation that you are free. I'm free, and freedom tastes of reality. That's what the Ten of Cups is all about. Seeing reality for what it's all about. Not that you've got the Ten of Cups, you might have the Ten of Cups over there, but we're still going to do the clarifications with the Light Seers card. Let's have a look what's going on in your financial side. What's the karmic path for you? Seeing things differently. Engaging in life in a different way. There's more than one way to peel a banana. And I think you need to realise that. And I think you need to realise that possibility of what it can bring you by doing things a little bit differently, or seeing things a little bit differently. Seeing things from the other side, seeing the things upside down, seeing how things are coming into you. So it makes you feel like that you're actually, you're using very much your intuition here. How is the universe influencing you? Let's just see what's going on there. Ten of Swords. Everybody's had it. So I wouldn't worry about it. Everybody's had it. I think the universe, with this leap of faith and everything like that, I think they're just sort of saying, leave all the painful stuff in the last year, Leave it alone. Let it be. It's done. It's over with. Any sort of businesses, projects, or anything like that, or any career paths that you wanted to be following that just didn't pan out. Don't worry about what could have been. Just leave it in the past. It might have been painful to sort of like not being able to get there, not getting the results you wanted in certain aspects of your life, and realizing that it's done, it's finished, no need to keep going on, moving on in a different way, a completely different way. What's the past connecting to the future? Yeah, some good quality work that you've done. Hello. Good quality work that you've done, and I think you've brought in good quality people around you. You're attracting quality people around you. And I think that's what you've been doing in the past. You may not have been getting a lot of success, but I think people are recognizing the work that you've actually putting into life, into the material side of life. And I think that's what the recognition, and I think this is what you need to see differently. Because it should bring in offerings. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get like the page of, the Knight of Cups or Eight of Wands in these last two sections here, because this is where I think you're bringing yourself up to a situation. Oh, the star's good enough. Oh, you should take that. This is what you should be going towards, and seeing things differently, seeing your dreams and aspirations for what they are, so you can actually start manifesting them, because that's what the Lionsgate was all about. I don't know if you've seen your Lionsgate reading that I did. Should go back and have a look at it. Also the monthly reading, because I was talking about week 2 and week 3 being very complicated weeks, and it certainly turns out that way. Week 3 of August has been complicated. It's been very nitty gritty, down to serious work here, and I think this comes out on your material side. you know, heading for the ultimate dreams and aspirations in your life, what you really want out of it, is going to come from the quality work that you've done in your life. And basically, let's just say I was trying to start a restaurant up, and you know, the restaurant didn't work, and I was really disappointed. I was the cook, and I was, you know, I was kind of going, why didn't that restaurant work? You know what I mean? I know my recipes were brilliant, and if you see things differently, you kind of say, oh yeah, my recipes were brilliant. Maybe I should just do a cookbook. Okay, and a YouTube channel about cooking. Okay. So that's what that failed restaurant has taught you to do. And this is where I think it's making you home in on your desires of what you want out of life. What's the future coming out of it? 6 of Pentacles, fair exchange. It's got to work for you now. I think you've put in the good work here. I think, you know, you might have had sort of complications in the past that you've got to realise it's just got to be, it's in the past, leave it in the past, leave it be. And anything you do in the future, it's got to work for you to start with before it can work for anybody else. If I'm running like a restaurant and it's just like a snack bar, I'm just serving and making. You're doing everything. You know, but I'm not in the position until it starts working the business, then I can employ someone. And that's what that card is all about. Making it work for me before I can actually make it work for other people. And I know you want to make it work for other people, Virgo. You love it when it works for other people. You really do. But it's got to be, make sure it works for you first. Put yourself first. Put yourself first in your dreams, basically. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to be clarifying with the Light Seers card. Thank you for all the support you give this channel, for subscribing, liking and commenting. You can also share, which is absolutely brilliant. Sharing across all media platforms really helps us out. Yeah, helps us out no end. There is loads of links in the description below as well. There's links to private healings that I give, and also healing sessions, so readings and healings. And also there's an email because I'm going to be giving energy workshops in the UK in September, October, and in the United States in October, November. So if you want to be part of those energy weekends, just drop me an email, tell me where you are in the world so I can tell you where your local workshop is, basically. Thank you very much, Virgo, for your support. Let's see what's going on with that 8 of Swords. You get the 9 of Wands. I think the last year has been pretty difficult for you. You've learned a lot, I think. I think you've learned a lot about yourself. I think you learned a lot about how you interconnect yourself with the world around you. I think you've learned a lot about your self-worth as well. But now you're ready to take that one staff and head off on that journey. And head towards what you know, your happiness, basically. It's what's going on with the Page of Pentacles. You get the 7 of Swords. I think playing smart is trying to open this pathway, this new pathway, this new year for you. I think this is where it's sort of like you see a notice within your local shop for cookery classes, or you know, that sort of thing, or cookery club. Yeah, and this is where you're playing smart. It's kind of going, yeah, actually I realise I like cooking, therefore I'm going to go on that. And you go on it, and that's when it's going to start opening the doors to what you can manifest for the future. Connecting with people, falling in love and everything like that. Or it could just maybe a thing that you and your partner might want to do. You know, go for a weekend, gastronomy weekend. You know, learning about how cooking in a particular region, and you know, and you take your partner off for that. That's the sort of thing. It's playing smart, of creating the abundance and wealth for your future. It's all in the small detail. This is this leap of faith that the universe is trying to encourage you to do. Go out into, you know, sort of out of your comfort zone a little bit, and paying attention to the smaller detail, I think. Really working hard, good work, good connection with other people, and good relationships, basically. What's going on with the King of Swords? What's this sort of direction that you know that you've taken in with you? Well, you've got the Queen of Wands. Now this is, it seems to be a very good counterpart within your life, and it could be a divine connection as well here. that combines the passion and the stimulation, the mental stimulation on both sides. And I think this is what you've chosen, that direction, to get passionate about the here and now, the moment. That's what I'm talking about, sort of just, if you see it and it tickles your fancy, then go for it. If I was you, Virgo, you're gonna realize then how you can create and how you can manifest your future. This is all in this work this week for everybody. And with this Wheel of Fortune is things start playing in your favor. Justice. Things bring harmony and balance back into your life. It brings back reason as well. So I think that's, you know, when you start instigating it, there's a lot of happiness to be had in your relationships that are around you. And with the Sun, you get the Ace of Pentacles, an incredibly lucky card. I think this Wheel of Fortune is like, it's fortunate. So there was a really good cricketer, and he was in an interview, and he comes from an incredibly rich family in Pakistan. And the interviewer asked him, said, you know, you come from a rich family, and you've played cricket across the world and everything like that, and sort of said, how do you, you know, quantify it with the people, you know, the poor people you get in Pakistan, you know, the disconnection between the ultimate rich and the ultimate poor in a way. And he turned around and it was a really beautiful answer. He said, I'm not rich, I'm fortunate. I have a fortune. And I think this is what you've got to understand here. I think you've got to understand the difference between being rich and fortune within your relationships. And I think this fortunate, this chance, this luck comes through with this Ace of Pentacles. It's that one pentacle that the Page of Pentacles is opening up for you. And all of a sudden you start getting like the beginner's luck in a way. Once you start manifesting things, and you can really start manifesting a beautiful happiness for you. A really, really beautiful happiness for you, Virgo. And I'm chuffed to bits with you because you've had a hard year, I think. You've had a hard year, and it's now going to start playing in your favour. On the Hangman, you get the Queen of Cups. Radiating joy will bring joy into your life, will ultimately make you happy. And seeing the things that you've done, sort of said, I did a restaurant and it went bust. You know, really horrible experience, but absolutely amazing. Had a great time, met some amazing people. It was fantastic, really did enjoy it, but we didn't make any money. Lost loads of money. And having that sort of attitude, that ever sort of, and you have this attitude within you, Virgo, you're very, very positive. Sometimes too positive for your own good. You know, and there is a phrase in French that is like trop bon trop con. It means too good, too stupid. If it's too good, you're going to end up being stupid. And I think this is what's coming to the, I think this is what you're realising here now. I think it's a realistic call to you. And a realism of the good quality work that you've done, and also the stupid things you've done, in a way, in the way of business and stuff like that. With the Ten of Swords, you get the Page of Wands. So yeah, opening this pathway up. I thought that was the Page of Wands, but it's not, it's the Fool. The Page of Wands, opening up this pathway, this passionate pathway to a future, and the universe wants it, and it comes from some situation, it comes from this last year of just knowing how to sort of like turn a negative into a positive. That seems to be a recurring theme for this week for a lot of people, turning negatives into a positive. And you've got the good quality work behind you in order to do that. With the Three of Pentacles, I'll get there in a minute. With the Three of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Pentacles. Good quality work in the past and working for the longer term plan. And it's obviously working towards your ultimate situation, the ultimate goal for you, basically, that makes you feel absolutely ecstatic, but also that what you're doing is working, that it's proving it, and then it's worthwhile, and it's got its place within society and the world and the, you know, the nature. It's a longer term plan with your good quality sort of thing, you know. The star, you get the, no, it's the King of Wands. So you've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. There could be a very big divine counterpart going on here, really, within your life here. I think on your material side, the divine counterpart is you. You're stepping into alignment with yourself, really, here, and really taking the thought, taking the direction, taking responsibility for your outcome, manifesting what you really need to be doing. Where you need to be, manifesting that success within your life. I think it's really important, you know, quietening all those doubts within you. Those doubts are behind you now. You know where you should be going. You really know where you should be going, and leaving the painful, anything painful in the past, in the past. With the Six of Pentacles, you get the Two of Wands. The world is your oyster here. You may have to travel within your workspace. And it may need a lot of planning and organisation as you go. But whatever it is, if you're going to move, make sure you move for you. That you are getting the first bit of benefits out of the situation. But get ready to move, because it's going to start taking off, Virgo. And I think this year is going to be a real bumper year for you, actually. I think it's going to be a good year for you. Yeah. There you go. Don't forget to go and see your Lionsgate reading as well, which will be linked somewhere around my head. Yes, I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.